The reason you feel ill-equipped for being an adult is because you are. Nobody prepared you. Nobody kind of told you step by step or gave you some kind of guide, some kind of blueprint for how to manage your life and all the components that are involved in it. But it's not a character flaw. It's not something to be ashamed of. It's not something to feel like you're failing at. It just means there's a knowledge gap between what you expect to know at a certain age, at a certain level, and what you currently do know. There's a knowledge gap in there. There's an experience gap in there. There's a support gap. There is a love and affirmation gap. Even there's a self-compassion gap in there. But it's not a flaw. It's not something that doesn't mean that something you have to feel shame or guilt about. It just means that somewhere along the line, someone was supposed to teach you, guide you, love you, support you, encourage you, and they didn't. But here's the good part, not to like be all, sad and gloomy. The good part is that you can begin to be that for yourself. That looks like speaking to yourself encouragingly, learning the things that you don't currently know. So if something feels overwhelming and mystifying and daunting, like taxes or budgeting or take yourself to the grocery store or to the dentist or making a doctor's appointment, if those things feel daunting and confusing, it just means going ahead and just learn in the process of while you figure it out. You, unlike other people who may have had a guide, are going to have to fumble through some of the components of being an adult, and that's okay. That's just the cards you've been dealt. You're gonna have to understand that your process might look a little bit messier, and that's okay. You're just gonna have to figure out how to affirm and love and be compassionate and give yourself grace enough so that when you make mistakes, you don't spiral into shame, you don't spiral into self-condemnation, you don't spiral into self-criticism, because unlike the people that you're comparing yourself to, or the people who have set the expectations of where you should be or what you should have, you don't have a loving, compassionate influence to walk through life with. And so you have to be that for yourself. And then you have to understand that the mistakes that you make are just your learning process. Not to be repetitive, I'm trying not to be, but extend yourself some grace. Extend yourself some grace that you are figuring it out. And the people that you're comparing it to are on a different journey. They have different life circumstances. And so you get to go at your own pace. You get to figure things out at your own pace. You get to learn things, and move at your own pace. And it's okay, as long as you can forgive yourself when you inevitably make mistakes, as long as you can speak kindly to yourself and compassionately to yourself as you figure those things out. You will be fine. You will get to where you're going. And also knowing that you're not doing it alone. You have God. You have your Creator. You have a benevolent, loving presence that is always available to you, that is omnipotent. And so you can always ask for the guidance and the wisdom of the Holy Spirit in any single thing that you're trying to do or accomplish. Ask for God's guidance first, and see what support and information you receive, what guidance you receive, and then move from there. And be compassionate with yourself and kind to yourself when you inevitably make mistakes. Okay, I hope that made sense. I am sending you so much love, and just reminding you to have grace for yourself, be compassionate and kind to yourself. All right, I will see you in the next video.